The trilogy of elite performance is energy, focus, and emotion. The trilogy of the great performers realize energy, focus, and emotion are neurologically connected. It's wired within the mind to operate at a high capacity when you are maximizing and optimizing your energy, your emotion, and your focus. These are three interconnected systems that we tend to use on a daily basis, right? This is not philosophy. This is not truly just explicitly spirituality. This is neuroscience. The mind operates within certain emotions throughout the day, right? The body feels emotions. Your focus also plays a critical role to what pathways are you sending to your brain, right? So what am I focusing on every day? What am I paying attention to every single day? And then energy is the source of it all. Energy is electrical. So when your focus and your emotion is combined, and we understand that emotion is magnets, and then your focus is sending out signals to receive into the brain, that cultivates into your energy for the day. I'm not gonna cap. Sometimes when you come home after work, you feel depleted. You don't have no energy. Sometimes even in the morning, you may not feel like you have the energy necessary to maneuver in the day. I want to highlight some drainers, some things that are draining your neurological abilities on a daily basis that you might not even pay attention to. Now, I have my notes here, and we make hundreds of micro decisions every single day. Micro decisions. So decisions within a decision. You feel me? Like a decision can be, all right, I'm gonna eat breakfast today. A micro decision can be, I think I wanna make some waffles, some eggs. I think I might have some biscuits in there I can bake up. I think I might go to the store and get me a fruit bowl today. I feel like I might go to farmer's market, right? So you have these micro decisions within the macro decision of wanting to eat breakfast. Another example, maybe I should start a business. That's the decision, and then all of these micro decisions makes up the larger decision of wanting to start up the business. What type of business? Do you want to manage employees? Do you want to work in it? Do you want it to be automated? And so forth. We make hundreds of micro decisions that creates the quality of our day. No matter what time of day you make these decisions, it's going to influence the quality of the day. People typically start their day with coffee, processed breakfast, hopping on their cell phone, checking emails, tapping into a timeline of not even giving yourself time, not even giving yourself a moment to yourself to regenerate your mind, your body, and your soul. Instead, you're giving your attention to the external stimuli into your reality, which is not really benefiting you, but taking away from you at the same time. Does it affect you negatively if you was to give yourself a few moments to yourself, 30 minutes to just be with yourself, 30 minutes to just go outside and take a deep breath, a couple of moments to actually be in this space of stillness and give yourself time to recharge your focus, your energy, and your emotions? Now, breaking these down individually, energy, everything is truly energy. We always preach that everything is energy. Everything that we come across is energy. You can feel somebody's energy when you're around them. Energy is the basis and the foundation of performance. If someone wishes to perform well, no matter at what chapter or what season they are in their life, and when I say performance, you can perform well on a daily basis. It doesn't just have to be in an actual sport or in the business world. You can still perform well on a daily basis, getting your task done. You want to maximize your time and maximize your finances. In order for you to do that, to accomplish that freedom of life, you have to perform in a way that's in sync to these three domains that I'm explaining. Now, energy lays the foundation. Energy gives you that bolt to get something done. It's kind of like that motivation or that inspiration, right? You feel energetic, you feel alive. You kind of feel this when you're around your friends. When you're on vacation is a huge one. When you're at destination, wherever you at. Listen, I was just in Japan and the frequency there was just elevated. Like I just felt like a whole different person because I was up here, like my baseline is here, but I was up here just zooted. Right? So your energy is huge and your environment plays a huge role in that too. Now realize you have micro environments. You can be in a house full of disorganized or dysfunctional individuals, but your personal space can be constructive and structured because you created it to be. So that's your micro environment, right? So you always have opportunity to improve your energy. Also realize nutrition affects your energy. I'm not going to get too much into that, but what are you eating? What are you consuming? What vitamins are you taking or not taking? Are you in the sun a lot? These things influence your energy, right? Focus. Focus is something that I have gotten tremendously better at, right? Sitting with myself and making these 10-minute videos has become a lot easier because my focus has improved. And I took note of what I did, and neuroscientists suggest that when somebody starts their day on their phone, they already fractured their ability to focus for the remainder of the day. When somebody starts the day on their phone, they already have fractured their ability to focus for the remainder of the day. It's giving your brain these signals that you have incomplete tasks. You know how you watch a video and you don't finish it? That's influencing your attention span, right? You know, when you are trying to multitask, the brain is not truly designed for that in a high-paced environment. So it fractures your focus, your attention span. To improve your attention span, simply minimize your consumption on your phone. And if you are on your phone, try downloading brain teaser games. Try downloading games that actually help you get better and improve. That might actually be beneficial to your focus. And you can just look this up in your Apple Store. And then the third thing, emotion. Now, emotion are currents of energy coming through you, right? This is what our body feels. And anytime we feel certain emotions, sometimes we tend to internalize it or act on it without being aware of it. The most simplest thing I want to suggest is simply just being aware of what you are feeling in moments of the day. Don't ignore it. Don't try to mask it with a cigarette or black it out or whatever you do to cope. Don't try to ignore it this time around. Pay attention to what you feel, because it might be coming from that job, and you can have an outlet to that job and create a whole new experience or a new reality of something that you actually want to do. But you have to understand what you're feeling first, because you can alchemize your emotion. You can alchemize frustration into discipline. You can alchemize sadness into creativity. You can literally shift these currents of emotion when you are aware of what you feel, and then you're going to get the intuitive nudge to shift that emotion into something different. Anytime I feel depleted or whatever, I shift that emotion and just take a walk outside, and it gets the energy moving in my body. These three domains lock in with these systems, and you'll notice the entire transformation of your week. The homework for this week: think about these domains and think about how they intertwine with you on one singular day. Your energy, notice how you feel. Your focus, notice your attention span for that day. And then your energy. I said energy? Energy? Emotion. Emotion and energy is similar, but emotions are just like temporary. Energy is like how you feel most of the day. You feel me? It's like the foundation. So notice those three things and check in with yourself and move forward with what you learn. We're setting the tone.